Welcome back to Chow Time Pods. Your host, Red. I got a video today from DestroReborn.
Flashback.
Men, I think what you have confused is that as a woman, I don't need you any longer. Like up until the 70s, I needed you to get a credit card. Up until recently, I needed you to have a baby. I don't need you anymore. You don't.
I mean, you kind of still need men to have babies. Where do you get the sperm from?
Complete me. Like Jerry Maguire said, I am complete by myself. What I love so much about all the men commenting on how I have it wrong, that like I need a man, are all the terrible men that I have no interest in.
Right, because every man's terrible.
A few moments later.
I'm victim to this. I did not get punched, but I was walking to a showing about a month ago. I was at Grand and Wabash, and I was in the crosswalk. There were 4 people in front of me, maybe 1 or 2 behind me, and this man went for the big right hook. Immediately understood what was happening, and I ran into the middle of Wabash, and to have him get hit by the car so that he didn't actually hit me. No one in the area tried to help me. No one in the area tried to help me.
We don't try to help entitled post-wall women.
Flashback.
As a woman, I don't need you any longer.
Right.
I don't need no man.
Meanwhile.
No one in the area. This was at 2 o'clock. I then turned around and saw him punching cars and still walking towards me and yelling, and I grabbed a taxi cab handle that was stuck at the light, and I was trying to get into the front seat, and he rolled down the window and started laughing, and I was like, sir, do you not understand what is happening?
I thought you didn't need no man. He rolled down his window and just started laughing.
What has become clear to me is that women have absolutely no self-awareness. None, not even a trace. Every single day, they log online, spew the most venomous takes imaginable about men, and then somehow appear shocked when those same men ignore them. Yes, the irony is delicious, but the delusion is tragic. What really brings a tear to the cheek of Lord Destro is that unlike the old man 1.0 version, who used to get angry and argue on MySpace and Facebook, trying to, quote, set the record straight, today's man just nods his head and keeps it moving.
All right.
Man 2.0 is the embodiment of indifference. They speak in terms like, cool, I hear you, for sure, point taken,
You got
my
it.
personal favorite, fair enough, and then they simply leave. He doesn't waste oxygen on emotional scavengers anymore. And this causes a problem for women because it's not logic or patterns they
Remember, women are like fire. When you give them oxygen, they just grow more raging.
base their truth on, but men's reactions. Come on, I know you see it. The initiated modern man doesn't yell anymore. He doesn't debate. He doesn't need to because he realized something powerful. There's no reasoning with someone who cannot see themselves as the problem.
And silence is key.
How many times have you seen a man debating a feminist, veins popping, logic blazing, only for
It used to be me all the time.
her to dismiss him with a, oh, look, he mad. You see, at that point, that's when you realize something primal. Women don't just ignore accountability. They are genetically incapable of perceiving it. Their entire evolutionary code is built on self-preservation through
True.
self-deception. They can't.
I mean, women had to like, what? They got conquered left and right throughout all of history. So, the worst women that had the most inkling to be able to like jump ship to another man or to another, conqueror civilization or whatever are probably all the women that are alive now, right?
be the villain in their own story because their survival depends on the illusion of innocence. I mean, think about how selfish that is. Their own biology binds them to truths that could actually help them survive, reproduce, or carry their lineage forward. I mean, just walk with me here. Just feel me out for a second. I would argue the function of circulating delusion is actually a part of a woman's autonomic nervous system. Oh, you know what? That's a little bit too deep for this video. Let me frame it another way. Like a shark that must keep swimming to breathe, a woman must keep lying to herself to live. Stop the motion, stop the lie, and she slowly suffocates. That's literally
they rot when in the real world. That's why they got to stay in the delusion.
their genetic code. That is their ultimate design. Now, I'm sure nature has a logical reason for such programming, but that's beyond our pay grade. But the next time you sit down thinking you're about to have a nuanced or deep conversation with a woman, remember this: she's not really analyzing facts. She's filtering reality through emotion, denial, and self-preservation. I mean, to be honest, she only actually hears or absorbs 10 to 20% of any sentence. Now look, I want you to take what I just said and apply this way of thinking to the next clip. I want you to listen closely to how she processes data that is presented to her. Also, remember, she's the one that asked the question.
Oh, we know. I've watched enough videos now where, especially like whatever podcast, every time a man pushes back, the words that they use to try to sum up what he says is never correct. Hardly ever.
Focus on the steps and logic she skips to come to her conclusion.
I really should be studying for my doctoral degree and not talking about this dumbass stuff. But
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care. Let me tell you something. We don't care. Jerry.
But I just have to tell you guys what this man said to me. So I was talking to this man. Oh, Duke, are you okay? Sorry, there's Duke. Oh, Coco. Anyways, I was talking to this man about how in general, like, the men are not approaching women outside anymore. And I think we can kind of all come to a consensus on that. Like, that just isn't happening. I'm 28. I've been in and out of the club scene since I was 18. Well, really like 21, 22, whatever. And things have changed. Things are not the same. And I always equated it to COVID, right? I was like, okay, well, COVID just took away like the confidence, that ability to socialize and strike up a conversation with a stranger or dancing with someone that you don't know at the club, which...
So that's your first thought. A 3-year pandemic somehow caused men who have been approaching women for centuries to suddenly forget how to talk to them. We're talking about men who survived solitary confinement, men doing life sentences who still manage to find a woman on the outside, men who have relationships with correctional officers, men who still use dating apps in prison, who still pull women while locked up in a 6x8 cell.
True.
Men who leave the country with 2 weeks of babble and pimp slur under their belts and approach women in foreign countries and sleep with them on the first night. These are the men you speak of, right? The same men a 2-week exaggerated chest cold somehow renders them antisocial. You expect us to believe that the average man out here, free with Wi-Fi, a car,
it always goes into insecurity and then like inability.
Phone, just suddenly develops approach anxiety because of a 2 or 3-year pandemic? Out of all the possibilities, all the social, economic, and psychological factors, that's what you came up with first?
It's not that everything is so damn expensive now that people can't even afford food or rent.
Working on her so-called doctoral degree, decided it must be COVID trauma that stopped men from approaching. As you listen, I want you to ask yourself, is this narcissism, cognitive dissonance, or something genetic in nature? In other words, something she just can't control.
It could be a combination of all three.
I was like, okay, well, COVID just took away like the confidence that I think is related to like phones and wanting to be cool and not wanting to be exposed, whatever. These are the reasons why I think men are no longer.
And she's going to school to get a PhD. Her.
Approaching women in the clubs.
So the reason you're not getting approached in the club is because of a global pandemic and 45 million men under 40 losing confidence and forgetting how to approach a woman in the club. Case closed, obviously. But hey, just for shits and giggles, is there anyone else we could possibly blame? I mean, anybody? No, right? Okay, good. Just making sure.
I'm talking to this man. I'm saying this. You know what he tells me? And now I'm like, is this true? He was like, oh no, like the reason why men don't go up to girls anymore is because of the Me Too movement. The Me Too,
Now observe. This is where her brain begins its magical rearrangement sequence. Watch closely as the gears of victimhood start spinning, lubricated by a lifetime of quote-unquote believe all women conditioning. Suddenly, she's not part of the problem. She is the problem and the victim simultaneously. It's fascinating, like watching a defense attorney cross-examine reality itself. Because remember, Women don't file false claims, right? Women don't lie about being assaulted. And of course, society must always believe them. I mean, always. And if she feels like your approach was off, then you're obviously a creep. What you are about to witness is something rare and disturbingly fascinating. Like seeing a praying mantis attack for the first time. Watch how she gracefully slides past the core issue, that men today are genuinely hesitant to approach women. Not out of fear of rejection, but fear of ruin. When the sanctions are this severe, why risk it all?
We don't want to go to jail.
This, gentlemen, is not just social interaction. It's survival strategy.
Sexual assault? I said, were men sexually assaulting women in the club like all the time? Is that how you approach women? By sexually assaulting them? What are we talking about? The Me Too movement? Yeah, now we're scared to talk to them because da-da-da-da-da-da.
Da-da-da-da-da-da. Didn't hear anything other than the da-da-da-da-da, huh? 20%.
Did you see that? Remember what I said earlier? Women only retain 10 to 20% of every sentence. The rest becomes So keep that in mind the next time you want to quote Carl Jung or Nietzsche to her. You see, Lord Destro always puts on his Elmo puppet when he's about to explain something to a modern woman. For these are children with breasts. And I know the G.I. Joe Simps are not going to like that, but it must be said. This is why in the future, a lot of these women are going to be single or periodic side chicks far after their periods start coming.
They really don't understand how the world truly works.
Come now, a lot of men don't want to come home to sit down on the couch every night just to have useless combos with these women.
That is probably one of the biggest things about being with women, is the conversations that you have sometimes, or majority of the time. Like when they can't stand the silence sometimes, especially when you're eating dinner or whatever it is. You know what always happens? Hey babe, what about this? Oh, if this and this did this, what about this? They just constantly ask dumb questions about dumb things that just come up to their minds immediately, and they're like, oh, let me ask him about this. It does get quite annoying.
It's gonna hear more stories like this in the future.
Did you subscribe to the message of Lord Destro?
Cobra!
I was like, just don't be a creep. Don't be a creep. What? And that he was being very genuine. And like, I genuinely think that other men genuinely feel this way now. Like, it's so annoying to be straight. Like, oh my God, it's so annoying. Didn't
need them then, don't need them now. But wait a minute. You didn't smash the bell and press the like button. Blast.
This is why conversating with feminists, most women nowadays, just leads nowhere. Like conversations that you're trying to teach them, maybe have them, you know, have some inner thoughts about their thought processes or anything. No, they don't care. Nor does it even churn any gears in their wheelhouse, right? Because that one gear that you're talking to doesn't touch any of the other gears. Women. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. I really appreciate that. And I'll catch you guys next time. Ciao.